Hey everybody, today we are going to tour the Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady. Beautiful new ship. Don't forget to check out the Always Be Booked Cruise podcast anywhere you like to listen to podcasts. Let's go over some vital stats here. Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady launched in 2019. Capacity is 2770. Crew is 1160, just under 111,000 gross tons and 900 feet long. There's a look at the beautiful back portion of the ship, a very, very popular new age design that a lot of cruise ships are going with right now. This is on deck 17. It's called the Perch. There's a lot of yoga that happens here. People relax. It's kind of like a little bit of a hideaway on this beautiful, busy cruise ship. Deck 17 also has the Runway, which is very simply just a jogging track. Very fitness-forward cruise ship this is, and this right here is a view from the jogging track on deck 17. Now we're going to take it down to deck 16 right after this one last shot. That's the catamaran netting they have and a gratuitous picture of the aft. This is deck 16, the athletic club aft side of the pool. It does have a bar. It does have tables. A lot of parties go on here. It's a really nice place to hang out. You catch a little bit of this guy. He's doing a little rehearsal for Scarlet Night with the Miami skyline in the background. This ship, as I've said before, so many beds. Everywhere you look, there's a bed, here a bed, there a bed, a ship full of beds, but there's no shortage of alcohol either, some drinks, and a look up at the Perch as well. All right, so this is a view of the pool that's on 15 from deck 16. This is the well-being pool. It's sort of like a fitness-oriented area of the ship, and then this is where the main pool is. They call it the aquatic club. Also, again, view from deck 16 onto deck 15. You see it's a very, very vibrant area. A lot of pool parties happen here. The drinks are flowing, the music's going, and this is the athletic club also on 16. Again, so much fitness on this ship. As you can see, so many places to exercise everywhere you look. You even have this basketball court right here. There's so much to do if you want to stay in shape. And of course, plenty of places to relax and lounge like these rope chairs. These are the Cabanas. I don't know. They're kind of weird. I don't know if they make a whole lot of sense because they block so much of the view. And it also kind of, you'll see right here, makes it for such a narrow runway as you're going back. There's Stu. Hits that shot under pressure with the camera on in the basketball court. Okay, so staying on deck 16, this is Richard's Rooftop, a private area. You do have to pay a surcharge to be in this area, but right now we're going to take a look at the Sun Cafe, a really, really nice little spot that a lot of people don't know about. Free poke bowls while they're open. Absolutely delicious. 100% recommend on that. Plenty of options. This is, as you can see, the main pool is picking up a little bit. The music is always going. We're going to make our way down to deck 15 and join the action, but we're going to start aft. This is what I would kind of equate to Norwegian's Great Outdoors. This serves the galley. The galley is the concept on the ship where it's not a buffet, but you do get to order and get a lot of buffet style, takeout style food, but it's done at a high level. It's good stuff and you don't have to stand there with your tray. This is the burger bar, obviously. You got the noodle around, which is an Asian concept. Tons of, I guess, build your own kind of noodle type thing. This is all day breakfast, and they do mean all day. You can get it all night as well. Diner and Dash, diner concept on board. Hot off the press is where you get your panini sandwiches. This is crazy right here. Bento baby, complimentary sushi, grab and go. Let's taco about it, which is the tacos, and they were absolutely delicious as well. All complimentary. The daily mix is where you get your salads from. They were delicious as well. And then we'll make our way over to the sweet spot. Here's your little desserts. This is grab and go as well. They'll hand it to you right on the spot. And the bakery. These breads were absolutely delicious. Sausage bread, zucchini bread. And then this too, more grab and go. You just take whatever you want. They call them quickies, and it's some salads, some dips, some breakfast type food, some wraps. Grab it, bring it to your room. This is an example of the tacos in paradise. We heard a cheeseburger in paradise. Those are tacos. All right, you got the panini here with the standard 3-chip garnish. And then this just gives you an idea of what the room looks like. All right, now we're in deck 15 still with the build and balance weight room that's right outside the pool. And then you have the bike and burn, which is your cardio area. Again, also on deck 15. They're right across from each other. And then you're also going to get your area where you could do your cycling, the burn and bike section. We're still in Miami, as you can see here, so nobody was really cycling yet. But then we'll move forward and we'll hit the red room. And the red room is the main theater. So you'll get a good idea of how big it is. They're building these theaters a little bit smaller nowadays. Great room, very, very nice room. It's appropriate that they call it the Red Room, Scarlet Lady theme, but they did plenty of shows here. This is called Sip Champagne Lounge, and it's kind of on the way to the Red Room, doing this in a little bit of reverse order here. But if you see, you'll catch the proximity, you'll see the perspective shot to where Red Room is, and it's a great place to go before a show. This is called the Roundabout. This happens to be on Scarlet Night, but a lot of action here. It's sort of like Virgin Voyages' answer to the main atrium, if you want to call it that. They split it up into 3 decks, and a very, very popular place to be. Now, this area out here is a nice little area. They don't have a name for it, but if you go outside on the promenade, but this is the promenade deck basically, a lot of people relaxing. If you want to hide on the ship, but you want to stay outside, this is where you go. What I liked is that a lot of crew was out here. You saw a lot of crew kind of hanging out and enjoying themselves. This is the ice cream parlor. They call it Lick Me Till I Scream, and it's open. It's absolutely complimentary as well, and whatever you want to taste it, they're very, very nice there. This is the pizza joint, and you know me, I'm a little particular about my pizza. This is fresh pizza made to order. It's not the best pizza that I've ever had on a cruise ship, but it is really good. This is late. If you go late after the clubs are letting out, you're going to wait probably 30-40 minutes, but you can order as much as you want. And it is absolutely free, and you can see right there, not a bad looking pizza whatsoever. We'll continue on. I want to give you a little bit of a perspective shot, so where you see Lick Me Till I Scream, ice cream is right here, and then that is where it is in reference to the pizza place, and that is on deck 7 as well, just right near the roundabout. This is the Draught Haus. I didn't know they have good deals on draft beer here. You can get a lot of bang for your buck if you like IPAs, if you like some microbrews, keg beer, draft beer. That's where you want to go for that. Now we're still on deck 7, walking down the hallway. If you're a coffee person, if you want your cold brews, this is where you want to go. It's the Grounds Club. You have to pay for the coffee. There's nothing complimentary here, but it is very, very good, and to me, well worth it. Gotta have the coffee when you're on a cruise. This is sort of like the seating area that serves it. Good stuff over here, absolutely. This is the arcade. I didn't know that these games were free. So the arcade is free. Keep that in mind when you're cruising on Scarlet Lady. This is a little area that gets a little heat. People make fun of it, call it cheesy. I kind of like it, but what does that say about me? All right, so we're going to continue on, making our way towards the aft. We're going to skip this area real quick, and we're going to come back to it because I want to show you this. This is also a hallway type of area. It doesn't really have a name, but it does play host to a lot of events. I never really recognized decor on a cruise ship, but this was a little bit of an exception. So this is a retail shop. A lot of people were here all day buying stuff, picking things out, sort of like a Tommy Bahamas type of feel. But this is the area I'm talking about. They actually had the pajama party in this area of the ship, and when you do look around, you can appreciate how much thought went into the decorating and the furniture and just the overall style. And then, you make the right here. This is another waiting room. You kind of continue to head back here, and there's a little bar that serves this whole entire area, and the bar is called the Dockhouse. So you're going to get your craft cocktails here, and you're going to get, And this also kind of leads out towards the back. We're not going to go out back yet. I got some more stuff I want to show you, but that's just an idea of what we're talking about. Now we're going back to that area we passed before, the social club. If there is a type of sports bar on this ship, this is going to be it. You have air hockey, you have your stand-up shuffleboard, you have diner options. They have hot dogs here. They did paint by numbers. This bar is called the Loose Cannon. It's well within this area of the ship, kind of hidden away, so a lot of people probably cruised and never even knew this was there. Now we're going to make our way to deck 7 aft, and this is one of my favorite parts of the ship. This was called the dock. It's almost like, I don't know, I feel like they were going for like a Central Park type of feel, like you do in Royal Caribbean on the Oasis class of ships. This is an area of the ship where they actually had fire-grilled food. These were like kebabs. You can get chicken, you can get beef, but this is an area, again, with the beds. Beds are everywhere on this cruise ship, and I want to give you an idea, again, of the back portion of the ship. You see the cool, unique little design, and while we're here, we might as well show you what it looks like from the top. That is the dock, and it's on deck 7, and then we're going to make our way to the wake. Now, if there is a fine dining main dining room, steakhouse, seafood place that's all in one. This is what it's going to be. It's at the back of the ship. They call it the wake appropriately, and this is what it is. Very, very nice dining room, but notice there's no tablecloth, so it's not stuffy or snooty. A lot of people, traditional cruises like their tablecloths. You don't get that here at the wake. From there, we are going to make our way up. This is sort of a segue area, a hallway, and what I want to show you first is just the retail shops. This, like any cruise ship, this cruise ship has plenty of ways to separate you from your money, and it has retail shops, whether they're from Virgin Voyages, cosmetics, jewelry. They even have a tattoo parlor on this shop. Tons of places where you could spend your money if you want to. Clothing for Scarlet night. If you forget to wear red, there's plenty of play. They got your back here. Say there you go with the red shirts over there. But then this is called On the Rocks Cave Bar. This is where the kind of action happened before dinner, maybe right after dinner as well. It's a live music bar. Again, sort of an extension of what the traditional atrium is on a cruise ship. But we had a lot of fun here. That's the Roundabout right there in the casing of it. And this bar was cool. This band was awesome. They're called the Madison Grace Experience. She was selling her CDs and stuff, but she had a real good connection with the crowd, did a great job, as did the entire band. All right, so now here we're in the casino. Now this is the smallest casino by far that I've seen on any major cruise ship, but it was absolutely fine. Perfectly functional, really cool design, plenty of slots for everybody, not really much of a wait for any of the table games. This is the Manor, the nightclub. They also did a couple of shows here, like Never Sleep Alone, things like that, but it was a great nightclub. Had a blast in this room all cruise long. Now, this is the place to be. They call it the Redemption Spa. We didn't do it, but this is the thermal spa, the whirlpools, everything you'd want right here. I think they do this for $40 per day if it's a sea day and $30 per day if it's a port day. But you can see you got everything you want. The whirlpools, the thermal seats, you have the steam rooms, and now we'll get to some food. So we're going to Pink Agave right now. This is the Mexican concept. It's higher level, maybe you want to say upscale Mexican. They say this is the best steak on the ship. That is some of the dishes we got. I believe that is carnitas. Then I believe Stu got some sort of a fish, guacamole. Street corn is absolute must. Get 2 or 3 of those just for you, and that's another item as well. I think there's some shrimp under there, if I'm not mistaken. There's other restaurants too. We went to Razzle Dazzle. Now this is funny because this is supposed to be the vegetarian-forward restaurant on the ship, but they do have a naughty section, and we attacked that naughty section. You had the butter chicken. You had 2 different types of chicken. I believe those are some wings that we did have as well, but we went veggie a little bit. Oh, no, not before the steak. We did have some steak as well at Razzle Dazzle, but then also here we had I believe it was the squash ravioli. Delicious. This was the mushroom tartare. Definitely get the mushroom tartare. And then this is a little bit of an avocado salad. And then for dessert, we had these rainbow colored churros. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. This was actually our first meal on the ship. This is Gun Bay. This is where all the action happens. The most communal, the most social experience if you want to eat. So this is Gun Bay during the day, before it gets loud and crazy, because everybody's chanting Gun Bay. High energy room, Korean barbecue style. Now we're back for dinner at night. They will sit you with some people you will not know. We had a table of 6, and they just cook the stuff right in front of you. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not necessarily the best, most delicious food, but it is freshly grilled food right in front of you. It's a fun time, and as you can see right there, they don't shy up with the tequila. They make you play a drinking game, and that's pretty much the ship. Great time. Virgin Voyages, loved it. I missed the test kitchen and extra virgin, but I'm glad you guys joined us. Don't forget, check out the Always Be Booked Cruise podcast. Thanks for watching. Boat drinks.